So I just saw this headline in this paper called theadvocate.com. It seems to be a paper for the LGBTQ and transgender community. So it was very interesting because I would have expected that this community would be more pro Harry and Meghan, but it's quite the opposite. They're very sort of conservative in their views, it seems, and they're very pro William and Kate. Okay, whatever, that's their right. But one of what they're saying here is that William hates spectacles, and for a guy who hates spectacles, he created one with the whole Kate Gate situation and all the lies, innuendos, fake photos, fake videos, AI, and conspiracy theories and the like, and that as a consequence of his aversion to spectacles and his attempt to keep, his wife's true situation private, he might have spawned a King Harry, which I thought was a completely bizarre stretch. Okay, so he has an aversion to spectacles. He created one, but then you read the article, you really don't see anything about how his aversion to spectacles would create or spawn a King Harry. It's almost like the writer just tagged on that last part absent-mindedly. You know what I mean? Like, okay, he has an aversion to spectacles. He created a spectacle. End of discussion. Nothing in the article goes on to explain how this would lead to a King Harry, right? I mean, what we have now, to my understanding, is that Prince William and his wife are in Windsor or Norfolk or wherever they are, relaxing until after Easter, at which time they will be mostly working from home. But I guess he will be making intermittent appearances from time to time as he deems appropriate. I mean, what does that have to do with spawning a King Harry? I mean, the person in the article never really um, expanded on that or explained how does William's aversion to spectacles would spawn a King Harry. I mean, I think, in the end, William could probably learn something from Prince Harry, and that is to just be transparent and tell your truth, right? Just speak your truth. Harry got a lot of criticism for speaking his truth, including the fact that William threw him on a dog bowl in a violent rage when he and Meghan were moving across the pond. And William apparently saw that as a spectacle, and he saw that as a betrayal. But the fact is that if you're going to feel betrayed about something like that, I mean, you can't expect somebody to keep a secret like that. You don't get to abuse someone and they keep your secret, whether you're a priest, whether you're an archbishop, whether you are someone, a nurse, a doctor, whatever. You don't get to, whether you're a king, queen, I don't care what you are, you don't get to abuse people in secret and expect that they will keep the secret of your abuse, right? And then if they tell, that they become the heavy and you just, continue to be this patron saint, this untouchable saint who was betrayed because someone you abused told about your abuse. It's just for me completely illogical. Where is the responsibility and the accountability? You are an abuser, right? And that's the bottom line. And somebody told that you are an abuser. Where are the consequences for you? How dare you be put on a pedestal and the person who spoke of the abuse that they suffered at your hands be demonized and marginalized and blamed for telling, right? So to me, one thing that William could learn from his brother is to speak the truth from the beginning. Because if William had spoken the truth from the beginning, about what was going on with his wife, which is really nothing. Cancer had been present. It's no longer present. That's the past tense. These are Kate's words. Cancer had been present. Now she's getting preventative chemotherapy. That's all they have to say. She had some, some hiccups. We're taking care of it. Everything is fine. She's wonderful. Everything is fine. I mean, this narrative of his wife being stricken with cancer is so dark and unhealthy, really. Who wants to sit there thinking about it's so unglamorous, it's so depressing. there's too many people with cancer who continue to go on with their lives, including William's own father, King Charles, and his aunt-in-law, Fergie, right? Show people that you can still be healthy and strong and robust, and you're a king and queen, man. Come on. People need to admire you, and that's another thing he can learn from Harry is how to be admired by people, how to be loved, right? How to get people to want to emulate you, right? Nobody wants to emulate having cancer, right? So, I mean, the one thing that he could say is that he covered it up for the very reason that he knows that no one wants to emulate cancer. Okay, point taken. But after he saw that things were going in the direction they were going, he could have come out with a clear statement that she's fine, make it very clear she's okay, she's healthy now, she's just getting some preventative medications to make sure nothing crazy happens, rather than leave the world in this very misleading idea that she's stricken with cancer, which is this is a spectacle, right? This is a spectacle, and it's a dark spectacle. And she's dwelling in darkness. Who the hell wants to sit here thinking about diseases in their kings and queens and their leaders? People want health. They want robustness. They want vitality. People want hope. There's so many people with cancer, really, who will continue to live in hope, who continue to live a normal life while it's no longer a death sentence. The way he's carrying on as if it's like this death sentence. One minute she's at the farm shop bouncing with energy. The next minute she's sitting in front of us, makeup free intentionally, right? Intentionally, right? To make us think that she's on her deathbed. Who wants to think about deathbeds and a young woman, being stricken with cancer that she doesn't even have? She just said cancer had been present, past tense, right? But I mean, for a guy who supposedly has an aversion to spectacle, yes, I agree. He is incredibly adept and skilled at creating and maintaining a spectacle. And now this idea of working from home and people not seeing his wife is just adding to the spectacle, really. People continuing to speculate, refusing to give people an FOI, Freedom of Information report on this video to assuage people's suspicions and concerns that it just keeps the spectacle going. I think he's a master at creating a spectacle, and he quite frankly could learn from Harry in this regard of, if you're going to create a spectacle about health and vitality and polo and sunshine and beauty and health and vigor, for God's sake. If you're going to create a spectacle, you create that kind of spectacle, even if things may not be really as good as you claim. I mean, fake it till you make it, for God's sake. Don't create a spectacle about diseases, especially diseases like what they're saying this woman, they're not even saying she has it, but they're leading people to think she does for pity. Who wants a pitiful queen? You want a vibrant queen, beautiful, full of energy. She has a little issue, still come out in the sunshine, show herself, continuing on, soldiering on. That is a queen, and that's what he can absolutely learn from Harry.